God bless you, and thank you for joining us. I'm Minister Billy Burton, and welcome to the 11th year anniversary of Sunday School Insights, which began as This Week in the Bible. This audio teaching series is an evangelistic tool brought to you by Inspirational Minutes Ministries International, Advocatus Ecclesiae Publishing, and Ministry Outpost. We hope and pray that these lessons will reach those who, for whatever the reason, either can't or won't come to a Bible study, a Sunday school class, or a traditional church service. Subscribe to our channel here on YouTube and then follow us on Facebook, where you can read your Bible lessons faithfully each week. Our Facebook link is conveniently posted below. Our background music, Worlds Away, is provided by the artistic genius of J Man at www.ourmusicbox.com. Again, we thank you for joining us, and Sunday School Insights begins now. This week's lesson is entitled, Jonathan Attacks the Philistine Outpost. Our scriptures are found in the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 14, verses 1 through 13. This lesson is about faith in God, the kind of faith that can only come as an individual personal relationship with the Lord. Such was the faith of Jonathan, son of Saul. Samuel was the prophet of the day, and Saul was king over Israel. As often was the case, their longtime enemy, the Philistines, had gathered in large numbers to do battle with them, while at the same time sending out smaller groups of soldiers in various strategic directions to terrorize, torment, kill, and to place fear into the hearts of God's people. Out of panic, Saul felt that he could no longer wait for Samuel the prophet to return, to offer a sacrifice unto the Lord. So he did it himself, knowing that he should never have done this on his own, because a king was not allowed to physically offer a sacrifice to God. This was a command of God towards his people. If Saul had waited a little while longer, he not only would have seen the return of Samuel right in time, but he would not have disobeyed and angered God, and his name and bloodline would have been established forever. Now, God would choose a new king and raise him up to take Saul's place. In the meantime, Saul's son, Jonathan, was meditating and listening for the leading of the Lord. By now, Saul, Jonathan's father, saw himself as out of God's protection due to disobedience, so his thoughts and emotions were scattered. On the other hand, Jonathan was focused in the Lord, and along with his armor-bearer, he purposed to challenge an encampment of Philistines, but only if the Lord would be with him. He knew that if the enemy refused his approach and wanted to fight on their own terms, that it was a sign that he would lose. But if the Philistines told him to bring it on, then the Lord would be with him and give him the victory. In courage and in faith, he moved within the simple plan that God gave him, telling his armor-bearer, "It is God who decides if he uses many or few to fight. The number of men doesn't matter when God is with you, for it is the Lord who makes the outcome of the battle." The Philistines spoke the words that God had foretold to Jonathan, and he knew that the victory would be his. He fought with such faith and fury that the Philistines begin to turn against each other under the power of God. And word got back to Saul that Jonathan had defeated an outpost of Philistines. We ask that you follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channels. Please make sure to give some devotional time to our new teaching series called Understanding the Tithe. Come back and join us here again next week, God willing, for another lesson of Sunday School Insights. Our background music, You on My Mind, was composed and performed by J Man at www.ourmusicbox.com. God bless you.